What if I told you that 3 foods can radically change your body composition in under 90 days? That's right, 90 days, 3 foods. My client ate the same 3 foods every single morning for 90 days, and it completely changed how her body burned fat after the age of 40. No counting calories, macro tracking, no points, no food obsession. She lost 27 pounds in 90 days. Now, if you're exhausted from trying all the different diets out there, maybe you've been on keto, Atkins, South Beach, Whole30, macro counting, and nothing has worked for you yet. Every diet trend on the internet has failed you. You feel like your metabolism is broken. You've probably said the same thing most of my clients say, JT, I'm just big bone. I look at food and I gain weight. If you're wondering why your body doesn't respond the way it did in your 20s and 30s, I want you to hear me carefully because I have something for you different, okay? I know you probably heard this a million times, but I need you to hear me out. You're not broken. You're not big bone. You have simply been taught to fight your biology instead of working with it. And honestly, it's insane. The things that I get to hear on a daily basis through my clients, I'm blown away by the fact that so many people believe the same lies and they keep getting stuck. And so today we're going to get unstuck. The modern diet industry has convinced millions of people to distrust the very body that God gave them. Yes, I believe we were made in the image of God. And for over 2 decades, okay, exactly 25 years as of April 23rd, I've been working with people, thousands of people who are struggling with emotional eating, food obsession, failed dieting, metabolic burnout, you name it. I've talked to that person. I've worked with that person. And I've discovered this. Most people do not need another extreme diet. You don't need to be the person at the party drinking diet water while everyone else is having a good time. You need restoration of rhythms, restoration of nourishment, restoration of peace with food. We need peace around food. Are you kidding me? People are at war consistently with food. You know exactly what I'm talking about. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact 3 breakfast foods that are going to help you lose 27 pounds or more. I'm just talking about my client who lost 27 pounds in 90 days while stabilizing cravings, improving energy, creating freedom around food. Do you want freedom around food? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you just nodded your head and you said yes. By the end of this video, you're going to understand why this simple breakfast hack works powerfully, especially for anyone, but for women navigating perimenopause, hormonal shifts, metabolic resistance after 40. Guys, if it works for the ladies, you already know it's going to work for you. So if you heard all the perimenopause and the hormonal shifts for ladies and you're like, oh, this is not for me, don't go anywhere because this is for you as well, okay? Here's the challenge. Most breakfast meals today are metabolic chaos. Toast, granola, cereal, protein bars, sweet coffee drinks. It's basically dessert disguised as breakfast. What happens when this food comes into our bodies? Well, you spike blood sugar at 7 a.m., you crash by 10 a.m., then you spend the rest of the day fighting cravings with willpower. And you get frustrated because you keep saying, I'm not disciplined, I'm not willpowered. But once again, you're fighting your biology because of the stuff that you're pouring into your system early in the morning. This cycle creates exhaustion and eventually people stop trusting themselves around food. They just think they're broken. But once my client understood what her metabolism was doing, she actually saw the morning as the fastest way to quench all of the issues she had been having with food for so long. Okay, let me explain. Your morning meal either creates stability or it creates chaos for the rest of the day. Okay, so let me show you the exact breakfast that completely shifted my client's relationship with food once and for all. She lost the weight, she's kept it off, she has freedom around food, she feels great, she looks great, and this is available to you as well. So why do traditional breakfast meals fail? Think about your metabolism like a campfire, right? Like starting the campfire. Most breakfasts on American tables, at least here in America, most breakfasts are like throwing newspaper into a fire. Big flame, fast burn, then everything crashes. That's what refined carbs do. Okay, so when I talk about refined carbs, yes, I'm talking about things like oatmeal and bread, and no one eats pasta for breakfast unless you're Italian, but you know what I mean. Any of these breakfast foods, like quinoa, couscous, cream of wheat, any of these sort of refined carbs give you quick energy, then fatigue, then cravings. But protein and healthy fats, those are like logs, slow burning, stable, sustaining. And after 40, blood sugar stability becomes even more important because insulin sensitivity changes radically with age, which means the wrong breakfast creates a ripple effect all day long. But the right breakfast, it creates calm, it creates peace, it creates sustainability. So let's talk about the first breakfast food, okay? This is the first breakfast food that I want to talk to you about today. Take a pen and a paper because I think this is going to be important. Honest, this is the most underrated breakfast food on the planet, okay? So breakfast food number one, eggs. Guys, eggs are foundational. If anyone has said to you that eggs are not healthy or to take eggs out of your diet, run away from that person, okay? They're lying to you. Think about them like a strong foundation. Strong, stable, supportive. Your body needs protein. You preserve muscle mass when you're consuming protein, especially after the age of 40, which muscle is so important to keep on. And muscle matters, not just for aesthetics, but for longevity, okay? Strength, metabolism, energy, especially around your quads, your glutes. You have to keep muscle on so that you can stay healthy. Very simple, 2 to 3 whole eggs provide high quality protein that helps stabilize hunger for hours. You will go all morning feeling satiated. Not 45 minutes, hours. And the yolks, which everyone throws the yolks under the bus, most people fear them. That's unnecessary, okay? The yolks contain choline, which supports brain health. It supports hormone stability, mood stability. This is nourishment, okay? This is what we call nutrient density, not punishment. Protein is great, but protein is not enough because if your meals don't satisfy you emotionally and physically, you still end up scavenging through the pantry later. You know exactly what I mean. Maybe you're not physically hungry, but you become emotionally hungry, and then you start doing this scan. You know what I'm talking about? You start scanning the fridge. Maybe you're going down a street, you start looking at all the fast food restaurants, and that gets you in trouble. So what we want to make sure is that you are getting sufficient protein in, so you're stabilizing and you're not scanning for food when you're not supposed to, okay? Breakfast food number 2, avocado is the satisfaction secret. Guys, avocado is amazing for your body, okay? Your body absorbs it. Your body loves avocados. Healthy fats, slow digestion, right? Which means more stable blood sugar, more fullness, less cravings. Think about avocado like human engine oil, okay? It seems small, but it multiplies nourishment. Half of an avocado gives your body monosaturated fats that support hormone balance and satiety, okay? You're gonna be satiated. And the fiber helps support gut health, okay? We need that gut health. We need to make sure we're bringing in fiber, which directly affects cravings, inflammation, and mood. Most people are trying to survive the day with discipline alone. They're trying to white knuckle their way through the day, and they're disappointed at the end because they're like, I'm so undisciplined. No, you're just not bringing the right foods in. Once you do that, you're gonna feel great, right? Satisfaction matters, satiety matters, because when your body is nourished properly, you stop obsessing about food all morning long. A real quick thing, if you're sitting there thinking, okay, this actually makes sense, but I still struggle with consistency, JT. I don't have a knowledge gap. I know that these things were good, but it's just the accountability, the consistency. That's exactly why we created our 90-day transformation coaching program, because information is not enough, okay? I can give you all the information. I'm giving it to you. Apply it, you'll get the results. But for most people, they need structure and accountability, guidance, a system that works with real life, right? Real life situations. Inside of our program, we help you rebuild your relationship with food through easy nutrition, habit architecture, biblical principles that strengthen your resolve. That's right. That intrinsic why that keeps you going. That is what we go after. 80 to 90% of the challenge is not the actual things or knowledge that you need to absorb throughout the program. It is actually what's here in between our ears. We got to control the brain. We got to control the thoughts, right? And this is a lot of focus on these things inside of our program. This is not about crash diets. This is lifestyle and intrinsic transformation. So if you want help creating that customized roadmap for your body, your lifestyle, and your season, I want to invite you to book a completely free strategy call with me. We'll talk about how to create a roadmap. We'll identify triggers and temptations. I'll make the picture super clear so you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. More importantly, I'll show you how to have freedom around food once and for all. Okay, the link is in the description box below, or you can go directly to coachjttapias.com. That is my direct link. All right, let's get back into the third food, okay? Ingredient this ingredient here, this food, this super powerful food, it's going to shock you a little bit, but hear me out. Most people accidentally sabotage their progress because sometimes, or some diets, some coaches, some people say, oh, completely stay away from fruit. And to be honest, some fruits are just like desserts, but this particular breakfast food number 3, berries are metabolic activators, okay? This is a dark pigmented fruit. This is good, small but powerful. These are considered superfoods, okay? Blueberries, blackberries, strawberries. I love dark pigmented fruit. It's a slow digesting fruit. It will bring flavor and it'll keep you full, okay? Berries are tiny but massive in impact, okay? Berries help combat inflammation, oxidative stress while giving your body fiber and antioxidants. Because they are paired with protein, fat, they don't create the same blood sugar spikes most breakfast foods do. That combination matters. That combination is super important because balance changes everything. Let me show you how all 3 of these work together. I like to call it the golden morning routine, okay? I do this myself and I absolutely love it. That's why I'm never hungry in the morning after I have this breakfast. The breakfast works because every element is aligned. Protein, healthy fats, fiber. This stabilizes blood sugar and it keeps you full, energized all morning. That's the formula. And the beautiful part, you don't need to measure any of these things. You don't need to measure a gram. No food scale, no obsessing. Use your hand as a guide. 2 palm sizes of protein, okay? So the palm of your hand, 2 size palm of protein. A tablespoon of fat. A small handful of berries. Simple. And here's something else that changed everything for my client. She stayed consistent with her breakfast schedule, okay? This is important, showing up every day at the same time, prioritizing protein. When you might initially not be hungry, remember, you want to train yourself for success. If you're not hungry in the beginning, it's important to eat something nourishing before you go out into the day. My client, once she became consistent, what started as a simple breakfast routine became a complete transformation for her, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And so remember, my client lost 27 pounds without counting a single calorie. More importantly, she stopped living in food obsession. Her energy stabilized, her cravings dropped, her mind became quieter around food. And honestly, that freedom matters more than what the scale has to say, because when you stop fighting your body and you start honoring it and taking care of the body that God gave you, health becomes a byproduct. It becomes sustainable. Most people are trying to lose weight through control, through white knuckling their way, but lasting transformation usually comes through alignment, schedule consistency, proper nutrition, diligence and proactivity, temple stewardship. This is where the sustainability is, right? Things start to click. Your body is not your enemy, by the way, okay? It's responding to the environment you're creating. Guys, if this video helped you in any way, shape, or form, if this clicked, if you resonated with this, drop a comment down below and tell me your biggest breakfast struggle. Do you skip breakfast? Do you not like breakfast? Let me know what your struggle is. Personally, I read all comments, and if you enjoy practical, faith-driven nutrition content that helps you transform your mind, body, and spirit, make sure to subscribe. Also, if you are serious about breaking free from food obsession and finally want to create sustainable results, please book a free strategy Zoom call in the link down below. May the Lord bless you and keep you. I hope you enjoy this video. More importantly, I hope you put it into action. If you enjoyed this video, you're going to love this video right here. I'll talk to you soon. My name is JT Tapias. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.